when you go gray is that you want to start mimicking what's happening here. So what's happening here, we want to start mimicking on her clothing and on her makeup. All right? Because if you, no matter where you are, if you are going gray, it's most likely that you cannot continue wearing what you're wearing, whether it's on your face or on your clothes. So I'm going to give you tips today on how to transition, and even if it's a slow transition, but to get you moving in the right direction. So if you are transitioning to gray and silver, one of the things I would say is put away your gold jewelry. And that has to be a tough step sometimes, because sometimes your wardrobes are full of gold jewelry. And if you're used to that, but you're going silver, just know that silver accessories look better. Have you found that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I packed all of the gold jewelry. The only gold jewelry I still have are my wedding rings.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
And so when it comes to wedding ring, can you wear your wedding ring gold? Absolutely. Some people get them dipped into white gold, but let's not get crazy here. We can wear our gold jewelry. All right. Next thing, we want to transition your makeup out. So when we talk about makeup, maybe you've been wearing roses and pinks or plums or deep brown or bronzes or coppers, whatever it is. And I know this is especially hard for those of you who are redheads who have now transitioned to gray and silver, because you are so used to wearing browns and autumn colors, and you think you can still do it. Trust me, you cannot. It's not flattering. And so it's one of those things that's going to take away what's most beautiful about you. So when you get dressed, I want people to focus here, not on what you're wearing. And so if you are somebody who used to wear lots of browns and coppers, and you go gray, what's going to happen is the eye of the onlooker is going to go to your clothes instead of your beautiful face. So one thing we want to do as we're transitioning to gray, or if you're all the way there for gray and silver, is move out the brown and the beiges and the camels out of your wardrobe, even the ivory color. Yes. And when I say brown, when you mentioned the milk chocolate brown, I thought, oh, I could just picture that in my head, what that looked like.
Yeah, it did not look good. And
so for some of you, you may be watching this and you're like, oh my goodness, light bulb moment. Here you're thinking that as your gray hair, and you're thinking, oh, I just don't look pretty anymore. You do. It's just changing out the colors that you're wearing that's going to be huge for you. It's a huge transition. So transition and wear black and white, like I said, but pinks and purples and blues. So when you're shopping, don't purchase colors that are like a yellow undertone. So no yellows, no peaches, no corals. Good. Help me out here. Yeah. What are some other colors that you shouldn't wear anymore that you were wearing?
You need to be really careful with reds. Like there's red, it's a true red that has like a blue, and then there's red that has a yellow orange.
Right.
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Greens are kind of the same way. There are some greens that have sort of a lime or a yellow. That didn't work. We go more towards like mint green, something that has a little bit of a blue. You just need to be sure that you're looking for colors that are cooler colors. You think warm, cool, think of cooler colors, things that you would see maybe on a cooler day. The blue in the sky, would be not a bright blue, but a blue like
an icicle blue.
Icicle blue.
Yeah,
that's a good way
ice skating.
Yes.
And that's a great way to say that. That's really good.
So it was a transition, but
yeah. And I love her recommendation on the reds. That's so important, because if we put an orange red on you, that's not going to work either. What are the neutral colors that are in your wardrobe?
If you would look in my closet right now, you would find a very large section of black, gray, and white.
Okay. All right. So for you who are with gray hair or silver hair, that's great advice for you.
And then denim blue.
Ooh, denim blue. Any dark, light?
I prefer the dark wash.
Okay. All right. So notice that she just said black, white, gray, and dark denim. What you do now is you pick 2 or 3 pop colors that I call brighter colors to weave in and out of your wardrobe. So when you're shopping, everything mixes and matches together. This is how you build a capsule wardrobe. If you were to pick 2 or 3 colors to add to your wardrobe to mix and match with those colors, what would they be?
Pink, blue, and purple.
There you go. Simple as that. That's what you need to do. So if you're going to only do one thing and you find yourself as a gray silver hair, go to your closet, look in there, remove everything that's not in the colors that we talked about that are flattering to you. And you might have to go back through the video and watch again. Or move them all to the back and then move forward the things that work for your neutrals and your brights, and then start mixing and matching those colors together. And I promise you, you'll start getting compliments. You'll feel better. It's unbelievable. Here's another clue for you guys. So your eye color is blue. So with blue eyes or green eyes, the lighter the eyes, the lighter the lipstick can be. If they're more medium intensity, then you can go medium lipstick. The brighter your eyes, the brighter the lipstick. The deeper your eyes, the darker your eyes, the deeper the lipstick. We're looking for balance on your face. So if you've got dark eyes, and we don't want to put a light pink lipstick on you, so go for a deeper rose color, or a plum would be beautiful for you. If you were more, maybe a green eyes, or you're more hazel, then a medium shade like a rose would be beautiful on you. The other thing is, though, with lipstick, you wear some. And I say that because sometimes people think, oh, I'm not going to throw some lipstick on. It's the second way that you'll be aged with if you don't wear lipstick. So moving on up, blush color, you're going to do a rose or a pink. Simple as that, or a plum. And then eye color, a charcoal would work. Or you might even do a navy. And navy is also a great color as a basic. She had mentioned the dark denim, but also navy is great. If you prefer navy instead of black, or use instead of charcoal or something, that's a great thing to add to that.
I would say one of the very big, most important things is when you decide to go all gray. And so you're a cool color code, you've embraced this, you are silver gray, which is, it's beautiful. Jill, honestly, your hair. And people comment, when I say, if somebody asks me something and they know you, and they're like, oh, she's so beautiful, because you're so well put together. And you do know how to embrace your gray. And so, but the thing is, you have to have a sharp haircut. So that's the main thing with you. If you are a cool color code and you are going to wear your hair gray, please, please, please make sure that your hairstyle is up to date. Get a trendy look, get something that is fresh and not just the long hair. Honestly, I think long gray hair, this is my personal opinion. Some of you may give me bad comments. I don't know. But my personal opinion is if you have just long gray hair, you're going to look older. You are just going to look older. Am I off base? What do you think on that?
When I decided that I wanted to just embrace the gray, it was really important to me that I did have a very stylish haircut, because I wanted to just be relevant.
Right.
And I didn't want to, I knew the gray was my dominant color characteristic because you had taught me that.
Right.
But I wanted people to know that, hey, you should come ahead and have it.
Right.
And,
Exactly.
And, I thought, I'm just going to own this. I'm going to own this.
And she does. And she does. All right. So that's what I would say to you as far as hair. Make sure as you are transitioning, just go ahead and embrace it, but make sure that your hair is in a really cute haircut. Now, is there any tips for keeping the gray that you have found that keeps the shine in? Any specific products that you use?
Am I allowed to say?
Sure. Yeah, you can. Sure.
I use a blue malva shampoo on my hair it's designed for hair that is gray.
Right.
I also use, I tend to use Oliveda products because that's what my stylist uses. And so I use a really nice pomade, and then they have a shine that I put in there as well.
Well, products can make all the difference with your hair. So wonderful. And as well as anybody else, if you have silver hair, please, please, please wear silver accessories, because it really brings the look. If you have gold what happens is it competes and doesn't work. These are the colors that you work with. And when you're building your wardrobe, you build around your neutrals first, the colors I just took off of you, your black, your charcoal, your white, your navy, you build around those first. Not all of them, you might not like black, that's fine. So you pick, you're a navy person, then you choose your accent colors, your pop colors. After that, to build up your wardrobe. So normally when we go to get our hair done and get our hair colored, we are having our stylist dye it to the color that we want it to be, right? So when I go, I have her put more red in my hair. I have her put some lowlights, highlights. But color correction when you are graying has a different meaning. So I wouldn't do this unless you were about 2 inches had like 2 inches of growth. But if you have that and you think, okay, I'm ready, then what you can do is ask your stylist to color correct your hair here, not at the root. So what she or he will do is they'll take your hair color and actually match it to the root. Now, you have to go on a more regular basis to get your touch-ups because it depends on how quickly your hair fades, but it is a really great way to consider going gray. The number 3 tip for going gray is blending lowlights and highlights by getting a purple-based hair shampoo. And so there is a great one by Clairol called Shimmer Lights. And if your hair tends to get a little brassy, and say you're a blonde and your hair is kind of getting, you're like, oh, this is just not working with the gray that's coming through, get that purple-based shampoo, and it's really going to blend nicely, and it's going to ash up your hair a little bit and really be a much cooler look, cooler as in blue undertone look, than having the brassy happening along with the gray. So go ahead and get some of that shampoo, and it's going to work like magic on your hair. So that's it for today. And I just really want to encourage you that if you are going gray, just don't be afraid of it. Make a decision whether you're going to keep the gray or not. And if you're not going to keep the gray, then go ahead and go back to your hair color that you love. But if you are going to keep the gray, just transition easily. I think it will help you when you look in the mirror, and you'll feel better about yourself. You'll know that it's not like, oh, all these roots and you want to wear a hat all the time. And so really take some time to consider which one of these that you're going to use, one of these tips. But mostly just enjoy it. Enjoy the process. You know, we're getting older. It's just what we're doing. And so have fun with it. Enjoy it. Change your makeup and your clothes, your colors, because that's going to help a lot as well. And I just want to say thank you for being here. And until next week, I will see you then. Bye-bye.